All right, I checked out, and now I'm about to go eat at this place that I was telling y'all about, the Indonesian place. And this is where I was telling y'all the best Dubai chocolate you'll ever find is at this place. I'll introduce you to the lady who she makes it herself. She works here. This is the restaurant, so it's right here. It's behind Citadel. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to see if I can get there. All right, that's enough. My camera already getting hot anyway, so I might sit outside, but let me see. Oh wait, are they closed? Oh no. Oh well, I was gonna go back. I was gonna eat my soup and then go back and get my lashes done. She said I could come back at 3, but I think that's just my sign. Just go home. Go see my boo. I think I'm gonna walk along the water though. Let me get my umbrella. Sit y'all down real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and walk too because my battery is getting low. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sit for a minute because I need to text Larry real quick so he knows that I'm safe, and then we'll start walking. The weather is nice though. Alright. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, I still got gumbo at home too. What else I got? I'm gonna that ribeye. I don't know if I should eat it by today. I cooked it Wednesday afternoon. Well, I mean, it's mine. I cooked it. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's only 3 days. And I still I got mashed potatoes too, so I can mix that. Hey babe, I just finished my my nails and my toes. Have you eaten yet? Now where are you? Love you, bye. Voice notes are easier. This table getting hot, but I really just want to sit for a minute. I'm trying to think. I may walk back up because I usually walk this back path like I was showing y'all by the water. I usually walk that way sometimes to walk toward the metro, but I think I'm gonna walk up. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just try a restaurant right here on this side because we passed some. What else is over here? Oh yeah, this other place open. They be looking anyway, so yeah, let's just go there. And then whenever Larry takes me back, I'll just see if he wants something from there. All right. Let's roll, friends, as Tay says. Alright. Put this umbrella on this side. That sun is beaming. What's this? Somebody was telling me about Mandy. I'm gonna go to this one. Who was that? Was that Kevin and Sasha telling us about Mandy? Well, this place sells Tiba. Well, not sells, but the name of it is Tiba. Tiba restaurant. All right, let's go in here. Is it open? Is this a sliding door? Let me see. Oh, here we go. How do I get in there? Around? Okay. They're gonna let me in. Hello, are you open?
No.
You're not open? Okay, what time are you open?
But iftar. 4 o'clock.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, it's iftar. All right, thank you. Ramadan. So, all right. Oh, so I guess they're not starving either. Well, like I saw somebody sitting down eating. on this side. If not, we'll just walk to the metro. And then I'll stop at the little, Hello, are you open?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, I'll come. All right. We got action. So this one is this place. All right. Thank you. Hello. Can I sit anywhere?
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like in here. Nice view. If it wasn't so hot right now, I'd sit outside, but let me see what they got over here. Oh, that's just fruit and stuff. Hello, how are y'all? I'm sorry, I didn't know. Excuse me. Can I sit up here? Yeah, okay. I'm trying to see, can I still see the water from here? Huh? I don't know. I want to be able to see the water. No, it's too hot. But just somewhere inside where I can still see. Yeah? Up front, maybe? Up front? I'm probably down there. I want to be able to see the water. Is that okay? Okay. I'll go back over here. Okay. How are you? I won't put you on camera.
Okay.
Okay. What's your name? Fatima. Beautiful name. Thank you. Okay. Okay, yeah. So I just come back over here. I was trying to find a booth too. Let me see. Did I turn that mic back on? I don't know. Yeah.
Super good.
Maybe here. I don't know. Let me see. No.
Okay, can you stand 1 minute to say?
Okay, let's see.
Sure?
Maybe right here. Yeah, okay.
Try.
Yes. Thank you. I think right here is good. Thank you so much. What's your name?
Ahmad.
Oh, is it good? The shot's good? Okay. Yeah? Can they see the background too?
Background.
Kinda? It's okay, alright. Alright.
It's beautiful.
Let me. Thank you so much. Alright. I guess I'll get more sold though. Alright, there we go. Y'all can see the restaurant. Excuse me, but I want to see the water. Okay. There we go. This might be an impromptu mukbang. The music is so loud. I may ask him to lower it down. Excuse me. Can we lower the music?
No?
Low, a little bit low, just a little bit. It's kind of loud.
Can close it.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, yeah. All right. It's like blaring. Beautiful music though, but. It's low now. Get situated. Take my shoes off for a little bit. I'm just trying to move so my feet. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, that's perfect. Thank you, sir. Just one of these. Thank you. Oh, he said there was a menu. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this side is all. Well, no, it's mixed. I thought it was all Arabic, but no, it's English and Arabic. Oh, the manikish is really good. I wonder if theirs is good though. I haven't had one in a while. The grocery store by where we live, they make some fresh ones. Those are really good too. Maybe I'll get that. It's been a minute. Definitely gotta try some coffee. I didn't put on earrings today. Okay, I guess, girl. Got oil behind her. Trying to rub this oil in. Some of it dripped to my neck. I might have some wipes or something. I'm pretty sure I do. I think I still got those wipes in my purse. It seems like I put most of that oil at the back and not at the top. Can I start? Do you have a large still water?
Still,
Room temperature? Yeah. Thank you. All right. Let me see. The view is, like I said, I'll probably say this a million times. The views never get old. Like, I mean, you could just take a quick walk, catch the metro, and or just walk, period. Like, that's why we're not. I know people have asked us multiple times, like, do you miss having a car? And honestly, for a while I did, because it was more so just rooted in, like, the thought or the fear of, like, I gotta have a car. Like, if I'm without a car, blah, blah, whatever. But, like, I released the idea or the notion that I have to have a car. And now I get it, because people have said that over the years, like different people in different walks of life, of like, I mean, I'll get a car if I want to, but like, I don't have to own a car, just like owning a house or whatever. Like, you can live wherever, you don't have to be. And I feel like even for me, like the thought of like stability has completely changed, or the thought of like being established, or even the thought of like the American dream versus the Dubai dream or whoever dream. Like, I've learned to create the Trine dream, you know what I mean? So like the Trine dream is just wherever I'm at, I'm just living and enjoying life. And of course, it just helped me to, continue to free myself of just like society pressures that, no matter what culture or where you are in the world, like we all have dealt with them in some way, or we still may deal with them. Like, I don't have to be tied to owning a house. I don't have to be tied to even leasing an apartment. Like, I can hop around, and we proved that whenever we came to Dubai. Like, yeah, we didn't have visas right away. Eventually we got those. We didn't have jobs right away. Eventually we got those, but we were already here. And like I said, that was just a plane ticket. We got one-way tickets here, and even though it was a rocky start, like, we've been doing it, just like we created our own dream. We continue to create it, and you can create your own, like, whatever it is. Of course, you don't have to follow me or believe what I say or go about life the way I do, because then I would just be boxing you into something that, like, things that people have boxed me into or tried to box me into, and I'm just past it. The point I'm just trying to make is, like, you create your own dream. I've created mine. Just like we've always said that. Like I remember when we were back in Princeton, we were living in that the house. Where were we living at? I can't remember the name of the neighborhood. Um, but we were living somewhere. I just say somewhere. We were living in this house that we were renting, like I mentioned before. Thank you, and thank you so much. And so, as far as like manifesting and stuff, and like dreaming big, and just we had dry erase markers. I still keep them now. Like that's why I love keeping my calendars and stuff, and also on the mirror. Like I even write on my mirror in my bathroom. I was doing sticky notes, kind of like what's her name, being Mary Jane, kind of like that show. What's her real name? Gabrielle Union. I had to remember. Like keeping sticky notes, but when I was keeping them in the bathroom on my mirror, like they would get foggy in the showers and stuff. So like it's just easier for me to just keep some dry erase markers in my bathroom. And so if I have new manifestations, I'll just write them up. And I write them as if they're already done, because they are. As soon as I write it down, like, you've heard the phrase and you've heard the scripture, write it down, make it plain. And I mean, that still stands true, and it always will for me and for Larry. So whenever we were living in Princeton, we wrote on our mirror things that we were dreaming of, because we were always researching like different ways of just like manifesting, dreaming big, like how do people get rich, we read the books, is like the science of getting rich, and of course we read the 4 agreements. If you know, that's a good book. We've read The Courage to Be Disliked a few times, and Larry, it's time, you know what I'm talking about. And what else was it? The Science of Getting Rich. I think that's the one Eve recommended to us. The Science of Getting Rich. There's something else. There's one that Lancelot, he was our financial advisor back in the States. What's the one he recommended? I feel like it was in the same vein of The Science of Getting Rich or whatever. So like we've always been researching, we've always been learning, and we continue to learn, just about how different ways of not just, earning and growing your money, but also ways of managing it, and not even just managing it, or, in the sense of like restricting or like budgeting in that way, but just also like how do we want to experience life as well, you know what I mean? So whenever we're manifesting, it wasn't just around it wasn't just around money. So I believe the 3, and Larry, please chime in, comment or whatever, like remind me please of the 3. I know for sure our dream was freedom of time, so time freedom, which check. That was back in 2021. We wrote in the mirror in the bathroom. And then financial freedom, check. That was also in 2021. There was one other, time freedom, financial freedom. Is there one more? Freedom of time, freedom. And I think the other one maybe just was around traveling the world, seeing the world even more, because like we've been on the grind for so long. We had been, especially, whenever Larry became an engineer, electrical engineer, right before we left Mississippi, because he graduated from state did he graduate the same year we moved? Yeah, 2011. May 2011, Larry graduated with his electrical engineering degree from MSU, Mississippi State University. And so then, was it April or May? Maybe it was the end of April. I can't remember the exact date of when he walked across the stage, but I just know it might have been the same month though, but it's also the same month, that May, that we left Mississippi. We moved to Texas. I want to say we left Mississippi. We left Starkville. Around like the 15th or 16th. I want to say, because then that week we kind of wrapped up everything in Starkville. The company he was working for, National Instruments, he was signing on with them. And so they hired, or not hired, but it's part of like his package, like his onboarding, and like, I guess you call it onboarding. What do you call it? Compensation package, I guess. It's part of that. Relocation was included, right? So they got movers and stuff for us. which was super convenient. I really appreciated that. It was new though. It was kind of interesting because they packed up everything, and when I say everything, I mean everything. So I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was, because like even like your little like knickknacks or like your randoms drawer, or like you may just have some stuff coming around. Like when they hit the door and they're like, all right, hey, we're here to pack, and we're like, you're like, you know, you got everything, like you got your own kind of bag ready, or like, you know, your separate stuff. And I'm like, well, yeah, 'cause I'm just excited. Like I've never seen people like pack up my stuff, you know, like this is new. I'm used to, like, you know, at that point I was used to people like helping me move, or like, you know, having to ask friends or whatever. So it was a really nice experience. So I was just excited, right? So then they come in and they're like, all right, so they get to work. They got their Red Bulls and Monsters, their energy drinks. And so they went to work, and like I just sat on the couch like in amazement. And of course I didn't say much. I'm like, oh no, don't pack that. But there were some things, you know, the guys that came, like they would ask like, hey, like we found like some, you know, random blah blah. You want to just put this in the box? And at that point too, though, I was excited. I was just like, you know what? Why not? I'll find it later. Remind me to come back to the whole boxes thing and living out of boxes and whatever. But anyway, they pack up everything, and I just remember sitting on our brown couch. And shout out to Betty Helen Smith. She was the one of the nurses I worked with at Starkville Urology when I first got hired there. I got hired there in Martin Luther King Day, which is hilarious to me. Well, now it's hilarious, but at first I was so thrown off. Like, y'all supposed to be shut down. Like, why is this clinic open on Martin Luther King Day? But anyway, I want to say it was, so that was January 15th of 2009, I want to say, when I first started working at that clinic. And that's when I met Betty Helen, I met Dawn, I met Celia. Love you, Celia. Celia Lasky. Well, I didn't meet her that year. Celia came that summer, I think. I think she came, yeah, she came that summer. I want to say she came around the time, or maybe it was later. Maybe it was the summer after I started, or either the next year. Somewhere in there, Celia came on board with us. And by that time, you know, I was cross-trained by Ann. Is that right? Yeah, Ann Castleberry. I may have told this story before. I don't know if I've shared it here on my page on YouTube, but Ann Castleberry, years ago, like I started telling people, like, yeah, like I wasn't even, you know, thinking about working at a clinic, but I was working at Kroger, right? And I was working at the guest care, and it was like payday, right? So everybody's flooding, and I'm the only person working in there, so I'm having to like manage like the what they call it, Western Union side. We were doing Western Union transfers here. Got a line over here, and I got a line over here of people wanting to cash their checks, people trying to get money orders, and I'm like trying to manage it. And then this, you know, random white lady walks up, and it was Ann Castleberry. So she walks up and she's just smiling at me, and I'm like, hey, like, you know, I'm like, and she was just like, how did she say it? She said something first. I remember, she greeted me, I'm sure, but she was just like, you should come work for me in my clinic. And I was like, okay. Because I was already like overworking at Kroger, because like that had gotten stressful. Like it was awful. And like I said before, when I first started there, I first started working at that Kroger in Starkville. That's the one on Highway 12. I started working there. It was somewhere in the falls. I remember, like, I was so excited about it. I had even went up to, I was at like I said, my church is Mount Peeler Missionary Baptist Church on, Jackson Road. But anyway, and of course, you know, me and Larry were together by then, but I had been like looking for a new job, and I had been praying for it. And of course, like my thing was like, all right, I'm gonna go in front of my people. Like, I'm gonna go ask for help. I'm gonna go ask for prayer. So I remember I went up to, I don't know, what we calling it, altar call? Or was it just like the prayer? I can't remember the segment of like the program or whatever, like that time of day. But I remember I went up, prayer requests. I think this is what it was, like either prayer requests or praise reports. That's what it was. So that portion of church or whatever, I remember going up and I asked, you know, like it reminds me of that meme or like reel on Instagram is like, you at the job, how can't remember exactly how it goes, like you stressed out and you breaking down, or like you ready to quit the job that you prayed for. Like I literally prayed for that job and had the whole church, and we were all excited about it. I remember people were like, oh, I see, because they would come up to me, of course, you know, this is all in Starkville, my hometown, so like they would even come in the store and shop, and they'd be like, oh, I'm so proud of you, you know, you got the job. I'm like, thank you. But it got to a point where I was like, I got to get up out of here. So And that brings to the point too of like, again, it's okay to change your mind. Like, you have the right to change your mind. So like, especially like when things like they're no longer how you want it to be, it's like, all right, I gotta get out. So I mean, it served its purpose because, you know, I wanted the income, I wanted the experience, and of course I love like talking to people and stuff. And like I said, I love just getting to know people. And also like, I was always curious, like when I was being a cashier, like I was always curious about like, well, what is this for? Like, what is a rutabaga? Like, I had never heard of a rutabaga before. And so I just started asking people, like, and that's where, like, my love of food continued because we also had a family garden, like, right next to my grandma's trailer, right on the right side of it. So, like, my grandma's trailer is up on the hill, in Round, nah, I'm about to say Round Rock. It's in Rock Hill, right? And so on Jesse Road, you go down. What is that? What street is that? I'm forgetting now. Montgomery, right? That's Montgomery, South Montgomery. Which way? South Montgomery, North Montgomery. North Montgomery. You go all the way down North Montgomery. You go down, you find Jesse Road. You turn left on Jesse Road, Rocky Road, right? So that's when you know you are. Well, it used to be Rock Hill, but now it's like, I think it's considered the city limits in Starkville now. So it's not considered Rock Hill. The technical Rock Hill is like further down past. But anyway, you turn down Jesse Road, you go, you know, past my cousin Helen house and all that, and you keep going. You get down to the little dip and you go up, and my grandma's trailer sits on the hill. And so to the left of that, if you're facing it, it's like it's just beautiful, like green area, trees and stuff. And of course, you know, there's like the property lines and stuff going across the back and across the left. And then there's the famous across the fence to the right, right? It splits it from, you know, from the Townsville side and then to the Randall and what are the other last names? Please forgive me, I can't remember the last names right now. But anyway, that's the, when I say I wasn't allowed to go across the fence, that's the across the fence. I have no clue where I was going with this. Oh, that's what it was. That's when my love for food came, because we had a family garden. So that's when I started loving like fried green tomatoes and stuff, because my grandma was literally like, that was my first experience of farm to table. Like I've lived it because I grew up with it. So my grandma would go out there, her and Goldwater, my uncle, they would go out there and pick like fresh collard greens and fresh green tomatoes. And then who else? I'm trying to think. We also had pigs and hogs at one point, like to the left of that. So like I said, you facing my grandma's trailer, right to the left, that's the garden. And then over here, kind of further down, or maybe it was still kind of up on that hill, but like kind of further down, that's where all the pigs were. We called them hogs. So that's where like the pig style, whatever, that's where the actual one was when I was younger. And so I remember whenever we would get off the bus after school, like our first order of business was getting off, go feed the hogs the food or whatever. Me, Alicia, Victoria, Marcy didn't stay with us on the hill. So Marcy was further down with her dad Goldwater and all that. So when we get off the bus, if I rode the bus, I think it was bus number 3. Y'all remind me, whoever's out there watching, I'm pretty sure it was bus number 3. Bus number 3 was for us, for my grandma. And then bus number 44 was Marcy's bus, I think I remember. So like I had to remember, and I used to get it mixed up and I would get in trouble. Auntie Baby would fuss at me because one day I got on the wrong bus, and she was like, make sure you get on bus number 44 now, because you need to go down there to where Marcy is. Go to Marcy's house, because what did she tell me that day? She said Alicia and Victoria wouldn't be there because they were having something. So she said, I don't want you to be over here by yourself. You need to catch bus number 4. And of course she told me a million times, but of course, you know, you get into a habit, routine. I'm used to, like, when I was leaving, where was I at? It had to be either Overstreet or Suddet. It might have been Suddet. No, maybe. Suddet was my kindergarten. Overstreet was first grade. And so whatever timeline that was, I just remember she told me, she kept telling me, right? And so, of course, the next day comes, and it's just I go about my day. I'll, you know, walk down the hill to the bus stop at the end of the edge or whatever. We get on the bus that morning. It's time to get out of school. And I mean, none of us were in the same grade. Well, not with me anyway. Victoria is a year younger than me. Marcy and Alicia are 4 years older than me. And so, I mean, I didn't see them necessarily at school. Like maybe in passing, I would see. I don't even think I saw Victoria. So maybe this had to be Sutter because maybe I was in kindergarten. Even if I was at Overstreet was only first grade. So, and I mean, I wouldn't have seen her at all. And also, that just reminded me. Shout out to Miss Winter. Yeah, Miss Summer Winter. She was my first grade teacher. The best teachers I've ever had. And of course, we used to, like I said, it's a small town. This is Starkville, so you saw everybody, and we were all down at we were all down at Ryan's and Sutter. I mean, not Sutter, and it was Ryan's first, the buffet. Then it turned into Quincy's, and then it turned into Barn Hills. Shout out to the chicken wings that I used to have at Ryan's. But anyway, I started to say, whenever I was supposed to go on bus 44 and make it down there, I took bus 3. And I got in trouble because I was the only person that was in Rock Hill or whatever. And I want to say whoever it was fussing at me because they then had to drive me, which is hilarious because, like, why are you mad at me that you got to drive me right up the street to take me to Marcy House? Like, that's the thing. Like, it's so close. Like, you just got to hop in your car, turn it on, back up out the driveway, turn it back toward my grandma's trailer, forward it down the street and roll it up the hill, make a left and go down 2 minutes and then make a left into the parking lot at Marcy House and drop me off. Like, be for real. But anyway, such is life. That's all I just say. Life is beautiful. And I don't know where I was headed with that, or I don't know where I'm at now, but I don't know where I'm at now in the story. But of course, I am in Dubai. I am in the United Arab Emirates, and I'm finna eat. I got this water sitting here, but I just realized this is the brand of water that I don't like. If you're ever here, don't do this brand. Yeah, it's one of the, like, kind of major brands, I guess, here, but it's not good, really. It's not the best. I'll say that. Like, I'll drink it because it's here, and I didn't bring my own water today, but... Excuse me. I'm ready. I'm ready to order. I'm ready to order. Okay. Let's eat some good food. The manikish.
Yes.
I want to do the sausage. The beta sausage.
Tamam. Anything else?
Do you have fattoush salad?
Salad?
Fattoush.
Lettuce?
Yes, I'll take fattoush.
Okay. Anything else?
Thank you. All right. I'm not sure when my battery's gonna. Let me see. Okay, we good. We good. Let me turn that off. All right. I think I'll put you there. That's a good spot. Shift some energy around. And yes, I got my shoes off. Whew. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah. This is actually starting to hurt me, so hurt my nose. I've been had them on too long. Drink some more water. Oh, I think I remember now. I was talking about the manifestation because we had what brought us to selling the house, right? So we had been writing on the mirror about the freedom, like I said, starting in 2021, and then 2022 came. Trenae's greatest crash out of 2022 in Vicksburg, Mississippi. The crash out that freed me. And then, so whenever I came back, of course, like I crashed out with Larry too. Like, I honestly, and I've apologized a million times. to him for this, because he got a lot of backlash that he didn't deserve out of that whole situation, because he was, living with me, and so was Tay. So they experienced a lot of the brunt of that whole thing. So that's why, that was like my first order of business of like taking care of home whenever I got back to Texas that April. And then of course, getting back to my job. So then whenever me and Larry met at at that coffee shop, whenever we were in Texas, and whenever we met up, we both had our list, and that's why I always forever remember, write it down, make it plain of like what you want, and that guides you. It should, at least, that should guide your behavior, that should guide your actions, that should guide your choices. And if you say that's what you want anyway, if you're staying true to yourself. So that's what we've stuck with, and that's what we also try to teach Tay as well. And so we talked about just going ahead and selling the house, because of course, I was still thinking like I'm divorcing you, a non-contested divorce or whatever. And so even though we decided, of course, obviously we're still together, we've never broken up, not in real life anyway. We decided, let's just go ahead and just sell the house anyway, because we knew we didn't want to stay in Princeton. We were in Princeton, Texas, and I was about to say I still like my job. I don't think I did, because I remember even in Vicksburg, whenever I was talking to my boss, I remember I checked in with her and was like, as pretty much like right when things were going down too in Vicksburg. Like I remember calling, I was trying to keep them updated, because that Sunday whenever we're about to leave to go home, I remember in one of the gas station bathrooms, I called her and was just like, hey, because I was already like feeling like something is wrong. Like I just like all of my senses were so heightened, and like I was fearful riding in the car, and I mean, Larry has driven me a million years at this point. When he was driving the Dodge Ram, when he had the Hyundai Sonata, when we got our brand new Camrys, like he's driven me a million times, and that should have been a warning too for me, of like, this isn't about the people I'm in the car with. This isn't about Larry or Tay. Like, there's something deeper. But of course, I mean, I'm not beating myself up about that. But just like looking back, of course, hindsight is always 20/20. But that was kind of like my true marker of like, this is bigger than what's happening in this car. Like, I think just that is when I started to get a flood of all the trauma and the memories that I had experienced over the years. Because like, even though we were leaving Mississippi, and of course I was ready to go, but just like the driving in the car, and like, and I think really I was so fearful. And that's why we stopped at that Love's gas station. And I didn't want to go back in. I remember I went to the bathroom by myself, and Tay was like texting, like, you don't want me to come with you? He's like, a safety thing is like, wherever you go, I'm gonna go. We're together, especially like as a woman, especially like in gas stations or whatever. Like I'm very watchful, and we're both very careful of like watching the exits, especially we're by ourselves. Of like, if I'm going to a bathroom, I'm watching to see if somebody's following me, or I'm careful about which stall I'm going to, or I'm making sure, like, and shout out to like Love's gas station, and like also there's another one, but of course, like I said, my manager doesn't want me to give away specific names. There's another big gas station chain in Texas, if you know, safest, cleanest bathrooms. And that's why I remember I kept saying to the people at Love's gas station, like, I went to the bathroom first, and I was in the bathroom. I remember I had my Marc Jacobs bag. I think I ended up giving that away. I actually gave it to Ida. But anyway, I went in the bathroom with that purse with all my stuff. Like I said, I had been carrying around my car keys and everything. Like, this is a habit, I guess, sometimes. Or like when I travel, or whenever I travel, I take everything with me. Like as far as like my personal stuff. Like even if like, yeah, my car. At that time I was driving to Tucson. My brown Betty is what I was calling her. I was driving my Tucson when we were living in Princeton. That was right before I got my Camry at the in 2022. But anyway, I had my keys in my purse. I had my work keys and my car keys. Of course, I had my personal phone and my work phone. Of course, my wallet and all that stuff. So I used the bathroom. I remember Tay was texting me. Let me put this down. Why am I holding it? I put my purse on the hook in the bathroom. I used the bathroom. And like I said, I remember Tay texting me and being like, you don't want me to come with you? And I was just like, no. Like I said, I was done with everybody. So, and that's not honestly as I said, I wasn't done with everybody. I was done protecting my abusers. That's what it came down to. And I never want to be someone that perpetuates abuse. And I'm not blaming myself. I'm not saying that I'm the cause of somebody abusing me. It's never my responsibility. It would never be. It has never been my responsibility of somebody abusing me. I've never been at fault. Pamela Faye Stallings Gant, Martin Luther Lampkin, their actions have nothing to do with me. That's just bottom line. That's what it comes down to. So I wasn't done with everybody. I was more specifically done with protecting abusers. And that was the start of me releasing myself and truly freeing and healing myself and vibrating at a higher level, I guess as some people call it, the spiritual thing or whatever. But that was the start of it. And I won't even say that was a start, because like I said, I don't know exactly how many lifetimes I've been here or how many dimensions I've experienced, but in this current lifetime on earth, in this current timeline, or at least, the past timeline that I was in 2022, that was the start of it. I need a minute. Let me step away. Let me get out of this car. And I remember I even called Keith and Terry Ann Boykin, our friends in Austin. I remember calling them because I was scared. I remember I ordered a Subway sandwich. After I was coming out of Love's, I went and I ordered a sandwich. And I sat down. I just remember I was vibrating. And this is as we were on our way home. I remember I had a fitness watch. I just threw it in the trash. I was done with everything. And that's when I know too, when I need to assess how I'm truly feeling within my body, because when certain things start to irritate me, or I feel like something's on my back or whatever, my neck, I make sure I get grounded within myself, because in that moment I remember everything bothered me. My wrist felt tight. I didn't want to wear a watch anymore. I literally took the watch off as the lady was making my Subway sandwich. I went and took to the trash can by the door. I went and just dropped it in the trash can. I went back in line. I got my sandwich. I paid for it. And this whole time, Larry and Tay were outside. Thank you so much. The whole time, Larry and Tay were outside waiting for me. Like I said, were we in our cameras at that point? Yeah, we're in our new cameras at that point. Yeah, right? 2022? No, wrong. Maybe we had rented one. That was our rental car. We had rented a Camry. And of course, we always loved, and I'm not trying to get on product spot, I promise, but we just always loved Camrys, because also, my grandma, she's had them, she had them for years. I remember the first bug she had parked over by the trailer. I remember because we had pictures playing in the snow with those. But I also remember the blue. Everybody remembers the blue Camry that my grandma had. But then, was the blue one the newer one? Maybe the blue one, the light blue one she last had, that was the newer one. But before that, she had a gold one. And I think that's the one that Pam ended up taking. And when I say taking, yes, I mean she stole. And if you know Pam at this point, this is not new information. This is public information. Pamela Gant is a thief. So that's just what it comes down to. And she's stolen from all of us over the years. So, and she even faked a fall in Dollar General and sued them and won the lawsuit. It's funny to me now because that ain't got nothing to do with me. It's just interesting that the stuff that she's gotten away with, I've seen a lot. I've seen people get away with so much stuff. But regardless of all that, I'm thankful for what's to come and what's happening. I'm thankful that I'm here in Dubai enjoying my life. And we got a beautiful Fatouche. And we all made it out. I'm going to keep turning this so I can stay grounded. I'm so thankful for the people that have reached out to me. Like I said, today is Saturday. Today is Saturday, the 15th of March, 2025. And my beautiful feet are planted in the beautiful desert soil and sand of Dubai and United Arab Emirates. And thank you all if you made it this far in today's episode of I don't even know what. But thank you so much, neighbors. So I'm not just doing this just for I'm not just doing this for me. I'm not just doing this for, my family, for Larry. I'm not just doing this for my community, my family that's still in Mississippi, my family that's all over the states, my family that travels the world, because I have family that have been, in the armed services and that are in the armed services all over the world. I'm doing this for whoever it may help. But let's try some Fatouche before my battery dies, is what I was about to say. Now, yes, I'll drink some more water. Maybe I get a Diet Coke. Excuse me. I wonder if he's tired of me bothering him. What's your name? Sammy. Oh, nice to meet you, Sammy. Can I please do you have a Diet Pepsi?
Pepsi?
Diet Coke? Coke Diet?
This wipes?
Soda.
Soda, yes.
What
Yeah.
kind?
We have sparkling water. Pepsi 7.
Pepsi?
Yes.
Pepsi Diet.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Let's put that in nasty water there. But we're going to drink it because of hydration, right? Cheers. Lazat. I don't know if it's because of the toothpaste I'm using or the mouthwash. I mean, I'm thankful that it gets my mouth clean and stuff, but that's what I should do. I got to start back. I mean, I really just started. I just got to be more consistent with, I've tried oil pulling, like with the coconut oil. So that's what I'm going to try. Yeah. Give that a good toss. First bite, neighbor.
Want to open now?
Thank you.
Where are you from?
Mississippi. You know where that is?
Yes.
Where?
I don't know what I heard about this
What'd you hear about it?
beautiful country.
Mississippi River?
Yeah.
You've heard about that? He said he's heard about Mississippi. Sammy. You said you heard about it?
Yes.
You know where it is?
I don't know.
The United States. America. Yeah. It's in America.
I remember.
Yeah.
What's your name? What's your name?
Trinae.
Nice to meet
Nice to meet you too. All right. Let's see if we can get some face detect. All right. While I eat. There we go. I can eat Fatouche salad every day. That's the crispy bread I was talking about. Like the croutons. Oh, let me check my phone. Okay, so good. He did eat. He went to IHOP. Excuse me, Sammy? Sammy? Do you have Wi-Fi? Yes. Hold on. All right. Thank you.
You're blogger?
Huh?
You're blogger?
Yes. I'm on YouTube. Want to say hey to my neighbors? No? Let me turn this off. All right.
You should give me your account to follow you.
Yeah, where?
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah, I'll show you. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta text it too to hey, what was the man's name? My taxi driver this morning, he told me. Bilal. Let me text him. Yes. Oh, thank you. It's ready.
TikTok or what? Or what?
Huh?
TikTok or Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on TikTok too. TikTok and YouTube. Okay. That's me. That's my page. Nice to meet you too. The juice is so good. All right. I'm gonna show y'all this manicures. I've had it in different ways since I've been here. Excuse me. Let me see. I'm gonna do it this way. There we go. And this one was one of the sausage manicures. So this isn't pork. I mean, it's probably considered pepperoni, but it's not pork though. Clean my hands before I start eating with my hands. Hello. All right, let me. Nope, I want to do that. I just leave it there. Okay. All right, we got like 9% battery left, so I'm gonna eat. Excuse me. All right. First bite, neighbor. It's good. It's a lot of cheese though. I thought it was just a sausage one without cheese. Let me check the thing. Did I order the right one? Excuse me. Is this which one is this?
This is pizza.
Be sausage
Yes.
or be mixed cheese?
No.
Be sausage?
Yes.
Do you have one with no cheese?
No cheese?
I don't want cheese.
Okay.
Do you have one like that?
Okay, I will ask
Which
you.
one do you have?
One beef, no cheese.
The beef?
No cheese, yeah, like this. Safi Hashami.
Oh yeah, say it again.
Yeah.
Say
Mine's beef.
how do you say it? How do you say it?
Safi Hashami.
Safia Hashamiya. Okay, that's the one I want.
One of this?
Yes, I don't. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much cheese. Yeah, you can do takeaway but I don't want. Okay, thank you. Like I'm like it's good. I'm like as I'm biting, I'm like that's a lot of cheese, and I remember like I ordered one with no cheese. So, but anyway, they're very kind. So let's eat some more fatouche though. That's what I really wanted. Hmm. Oh, this is so good. And this one is the more simple one. That's what I appreciate. Like cucumber, tomato, some lettuce, croutons or crispy bread. So, I might end up just taking the other one as takeaway. Their other manikish that they're about to bring out. But we'll see. I got some of that mint. I don't like to get stuck in my tea. Okay, I think we're good. Water. All right. I love y'all. My battery's at 4% now, so thank you for being here with me today. I love you, and I hope you stay around for a while. See you later, neighbors.